Why do you feel like you're a people pleaser? Like, where does that come from in your life?
I would say probably it would come from, most things come from your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were going to go back there, my dad traveled a ton.
Okay.
My mom worked, which she had never worked, like when we were little. And then my sister was enough years older than me. It was kind of like, all right, where do I go? Where do I turn? So I always turned to others and to other people. And again, it was that kind of like, I'm being asked. So that must mean that it's something I should, that dreaded word, should be doing.
Yeah.
So I just would.
So one of the things this lady was telling me one time that she wanted to kind of move from she was a piano teacher, and while she was really good at it, she wanted to do something else, still in that realm, but not as a piano teacher. And she said something, and I don't even remember who the lady is now, but she said something that I have repeated a million times, so I wish I could give her credit. But she said, just because I can doesn't mean I should. And it's so true. I think sometimes in life when we go, well, I can do that, I'll do that, and we raise our hand, we volunteer, or somebody asks us to do something, we can do it, so we say yes. But what did you say? It's not in alignment with our assignment. And so just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Amen.
When you talk about system, structure, and strategy, my mind, like, instantly with those words goes to work or goes to our professional life. But how does system, structure, and strategy really come into our personal lives?
Oh my gosh, you ask really deep, powerful questions.
Thank you. That's my job, I feel like.
Right, yeah. And so what I've learned the hard way is that the person that we're with the most, wait for it, it's yourself. Yeah, you're with yourself 24/7. You can't get away from you, even sometimes when you might want to. I know there's days I'm like, can that person like go away? So
can we just take a break for a second?
Right. Can I take a break from me?
Yeah.
So what I have found over these several years is through the structure, is through the strategy, is through the system, starting with me. And I said it just a few moments ago, really starting with who I'm being. And so being to me is how you're showing up. And part of that is, right? We're these whole humans, and we have these different facets of us. And I believe I'm not the first person to say it, they're spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. And so the more and more I put strategies and systems and structure around those things first, I was then able to get the other things done, right? The work done with grace and ease. Like I was able to collapse time and energy, and people don't want them. Maybe they don't want to, maybe they don't know the benefits enough of making the time to take care of ourselves in those different realms. And that, again, that's where I put in those systems and structures and strategies first. So the rest of the day flows. And it's not always perfect, absolutely not, but there is definitely a flow to the day,
right,
that happens.
I think it helps not maybe completely eliminate, but subdue the overwhelm a little bit. So when was a time in your life when you kind of, we hang out with ourselves the most? And so when was a time in your life when you didn't really maybe like yourself or didn't really want to hang out with yourself?
Another great question. And immediately what came to mind was during a retreat that I went to.
Okay.
And during that retreat, showing up as that people pleaser, I went to the retreat after being asked 5 times and saying no because I was too busy. right? Oh my gosh. If only I could go back in time, but it's all good. And then at the retreat, the first day or so, I'm there because I'm supporting my friend, like not even seeing, right? Oh my gosh. That famous line, you can't see the frame of the picture that you're in.
Oh, I've never heard that. That's so good.
Yeah, and I remember being pretty much hit by the 2x4 about a day and a half into the retreat going, oh, wait a minute. It's definitely not about anyone else. This is about you.